it was interesting in a way that like to see like the different types of ways to do your counseling, but the problem is that everybody's different, right? So like you can't use one strategy and it doesn't work for everybody, right?
It's not,
So I did also learn that you got to use empathy a lot.
Oh, baby.
In counseling.
I probably should have thought of that beforehand, before we got into this.
And sympathy. And compassion. So in case...
What were you thinking?
Any of you do not know, I don't have any of those. It's very weird. Like I think we figured it. Yeah. I have empathy because I can understand your emotions and I can understand why you're feeling that way. But I don't feel anything for the way you feel.
Yeah.
Like if you're sad, like that doesn't make, no, yes, you're my husband because I love you. It takes work for me. Like, I'm not going to lie. I have to be like, okay, sadness, activate. So like, the clients will come in and sit in the chair and they'll like have this sad story. And it's like, I understand why you feel that. Like, I can understand why you feel sad right now, but I don't feel sad for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel my emotions have anything to do with you.
Yep.
And then compassion is like the way you react, I think. Or sympathy is how your emotions react, and then what you do, like, yeah. Anyway, I don't have, so I do have empathy, which is weird because I always thought empathy was like feeling other people's feelings, but it's understanding their feelings.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that might be an asset. The fact that you can understand.
And that's, so I've learned that it's important to be able to understand your client and to understand why they're going through what they're going through. But I can't imagine being somebody who is full of sympathy and having to take that emotion home with you.
Exactly.
Right? Like, for me, I'm very, and it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you need to be able to feel with the people that are feeling. And it's very hard, as a mother of a 16-year-old girl, to not have that asset in my pocket for when she's upset about something. Because she gets upset about something and I'm like, I don't feel like this is necessary.
Yeah.
But it is for her.
Yeah.
So
that's the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Yeah. And it's everything that happens is the worst thing that ever happened. Yeah. Right. So, I mean, it's good and it's bad. It's frustrating sometimes because there are times that I want to be able to like connect emotionally with people. But then at the same time, I care so much about the people that I love that it almost would be too much for me to do, because like I would carry it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Lacey, like somebody will come in and sit in her chair and tell her about the worst day that they had, and the next day she's texting them like saying, let's go for lunch, I'm worried about you. Meanwhile, I've completely forgotten about what the fuck they told me. So it's like this work, like, you know what I mean? So she's very... And I think where my confusion came from on this topic was because everyone's like, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. I feel everything.
Yeah.
I feel what other people feel. So I'm like, but you know what I mean? But anyway, so she's very like, and Leia's the same way. Leia absorbs other people's energies.
Yeah.
And
to a fault.
Yeah. Like, it's almost scary how much she absorbs what other people are feeling. And I think, if I'm being honest with you, it's almost a trauma response that I picked up through, because if I can cut myself off from the emotion, then I don't have to feel the hurt.
Were you always like that?
I don't know.
So whether it's a trauma response or a superpower, it's either way.
Either way, I feel like it's going to definitely...
Terrible for life. Great for
the
addictions
career.
counseling.
Great for the career. Can't wait to not have sympathy for people. It's going to be so exciting. But here's also the thing. I'm really good at pretending.
Yeah.
Like, I can pretend to care.
Yeah.
And pretend to, you know what I mean? I just like, and I've been warned by so many people and they're like, yeah, I don't think you understand like how hard this is going to be on your emotions and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Bitch, do you know who I am?
This isn't stuff you haven't done already.
Yeah.
Like, you've already done this with people.
Yeah.
Alcoholics. You've already done this a number of times.
Yeah.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
And you handled it like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Better than I would have.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, babe.
So I definitely think you're doing what you've got all the tools you need.
Yeah.
To do what you're going to need to do.
Yeah.